Welcome to the loud music starting stream. No. Everybody, a little late tonight. It's Friday night. I was out. I actually hung out with my parents for a little bit. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm here. Fucking hit level 40. Gotta finish off that day that I started. Music starting stream. No. Whoops, that's my
Dom, you're gonna betray your brother.
my stream is definitely up now. So yeah, I've gotta be definitely finishing out this day. And then after that, we are going to buy some level 40 shit. Isn't that amazing? So we're going to go through it together, and we're going to buy some stuff and see what we can get. All right? I hope everybody's on board with buying stuff for fishing, because I know I am. Woo, shit. Damn it. Yeah. Yes. Just give me a second here, guys. I need to get things set up real quick. And I gotta get Twitch on my phone so I can start reading the chat here in a minute. I doubt anybody's really gonna be on here tonight because I got on here super late. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's get the Twitch chat up. Almost ready, almost ready. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go back out to the northern, I do believe. Oh yes. My no arms McGee motherfucking ass. Look at that. I got no arms. Help me. Oh my God, help me. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die. Boom. Right in the middle of these assholes. Or on some... The fuck happened to all my shiners? I ran out. Ooh, shit. Do, 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 do. Woo! Oh, you know what? I need to fast forward time because I'm in the shitty time right now. Some Lambrusco Rionetti. You know, Lambrusco grapes are actually grapes that they were drinking 2,000 years ago. It's a fun fact. The Egyptians drank it, the Romans drank it, you know, they all drink that shit. Tastes pretty damn good. But it's the same grapes from back in those days. That's why they can't allow Brewskill grapes. I guess I'll reel this in and fast forward time after I lower the fucking brightness on my phone so it doesn't die in 2 seconds. Let's see. We want to go to 4 o'clock. We're going to go 4 o'clock. 4, 4, 4, 4. Like I said, I'm on super late, so I didn't expect any of the normal viewers to come online and watch me right now. So, if you are a normal watcher, now a normal watcher, since I've been streaming constantly, sorry about that, guys. Just hung with the parents for a little while, so but I'm on now. Let's see who's all up in this biatch. Nobody I know. Okay. What is Dahlia Alt F4? What is up? You can talk in the chat. I can see you if you talk. So if you feel like talking, go ahead and do it. If not, it's up to you too. I mean, if you don't want to talk to me because I'm an idiot, that's fine. No big deal. More than welcome to sit around and just listen and watch. No big deal. I mean, the music alone, right? Makes you want to stick around. Oh man, I need to fix this fucking mouse. Line's too long, the cord's too long, it's hitting my knee.
Newest seasonal from Sam Adams, fresh as Hellas. And
Woo.
that's the sound of your taste buds colliding with this Hellas lager, brewed with orange blossom for a slightly citrus flavor, floral notes, and a touch of malt sweetness.
So yeah, I hit level 40 last night. I'm gonna finish up this day, and then then we're gonna buy a bunch of level 40 shit. Oh yeah. Boo, 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 boo. Because everybody fishes like this through the reeds. Reeds, weeds, grass. I mean, this is all technically just grass. That's really what it is. It's in the grass family. Ooh, ooh, he's fucking with it. I see you. I see you. See, look, he's moving it. See that? He's moving it around. Come on, take it, man. He wants it. He wants that fat minnow in his mouth. Come on, you fat bastard. All right, I got him. What was a trophy? It's probably a trophy. There we go. Give me them trophies, boy. These all should be pretty decent since I'm using the large minnows. Let's switch over to 6-out hook. this sounds like old school fishing music to a point. What they need to do is make a Legend of the River King game that's multiplayer on the PC. I would love that. I think that would be great. Oh, I wasn't trying to do a strike. I was fixing my cord. God damn it. What's up, Memolar? Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome back. Got a regular, or a regular. It's like, welcome to my bar. I'd give you a free drink if this was my bar. Yeah, so all I'm really doing right now is I'm finishing up the day that I did yesterday when I hit 40, and then once this is done, then I'm gonna start buying. I'll go through and buy level 40 stuff, and then that way you guys can watch with me while I'm buying this stuff. So I figure I finish this day out, it'll give enough time for everybody else to get in here, or whoever is gonna get in here. I know it's late and shit, but I was out with hanging out with my family. Shit, I was drinking. Got to use that left hand to drink. I guess I'll have to call some of these fish, but whatever. So yeah, it's been a pretty decent day. I worked a little later today than normal, and then had to go get something at my parents' house, and then came home, and I ended up staying there for a while and chatting it up. So a good day. I haven't eaten since 12, but I'm drinking now. So I figure I don't need to eat because I'm drinking. But then I get drinking too much, and then I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat everything. It's like smoking marijuana for me. Drinking's like smoking marijuana. And oh, if you weren't here earlier, I was talking about because I'm drinking Lambrusco Rionetti. It's a very cheap Italian wine that you can get in most stores. Lambrusco is actually the name of the type of grapes that they use, which have been around for like 2,000 years. Like the Romans used to drink wine made from Lambrusco grapes. So if you've never had it, it's actually like the grapes are sweeter than normal for a red wine, but there's like this, there's like a harsh taste to it too. It's really balanced, and if you read this, like there's a website for it, everything for the company. But if you read, you can drink it with everything, like pizza, burgers, fish, everything. Like it pairs with everything just because of the way it is. It's weird. It's I mean, for as cheap as it is, it's crazy. You know, I get hold on, let me reel in this trophy because this is probably a trophy. Woo! Ooh, 20-pound trophy. Look at that shit. I like that because I can keep it and make the money off of it. So I can get a, what is the leader on this fucking thing? If you heard that, that is Mr. Hoser. I think this is a 750 milliliter bottle. I think that's what this is. And it's only like $6.99, right? $6.99 for a bottle of wine. You can get the huge one, and I think that's only like $15 or something like that. Like, it's not very, very expensive. It's a really great tasting wine. I mean, I'm I'm still a big Jack Daniels guy, and I love beer, but I think it's because I've been all over the world. I've been to Germany, Italy, Spain, South America. I've been all over South America. I've been to France. Where else have I been? I've been a lot of places, and I've had wine from different places, and it's different when you drink something like Imperial beer from South America is fucking phenomenal, dude. It's phenomenal. It's red and yellow with like a big black bird on it. It's Imperial beer. You can look it up, but it's really good shit. When we were in Costa Rica, we were at this little fucking bar on the water right there, and it's like open. It's not like a house or anything. It's like half a building where the front's open. They actually have to have a metal like door that they bring down and shut over the top of it and lock it down, because it's literally like just like an open brick building. And then you're like, you sit at the bar, and then you have like the ocean behind you crashing in the waves, and it's all nice and warm, and you're drinking beer and you're looking behind you and you see the ocean, and it was fucking phenomenal. Like, it was such a great time. We all sat there all night drinking our asses off this Imperial beer, and it tasted really good. Because the guy that was on my ship that really knew all that was he was Mexican, and he'd been there before. And he was like, "Yeah, trust me, man, you guys are gonna love this shit." And I was like, "I don't know, I'm pretty picky about beer sometimes." And he was like, "No, you'll like this stuff." And boy, was he right? It's so good, and it's not like homebrewed shit. It's like an actual company over there makes Imperial beer. You get bottles, you get cans. I only drink it out of the bottle, so I don't know. I don't know anywhere around here that sells it, and I really wish I did, because around here they have Tecate, T-Cate, whatever you want to call it. That shit is fucking disgusting. It's so gross. So I would rather if they had Imperial beer here from Costa Rica, because it's made from Costa Rica. It's Costa Rican beer, but it's a very light beer. Very it's a Pilsner or a lager. It's a lager. But that shit was it was amazing. Just like being there drinking with a bunch of people and having a good time, and then having good beer and having the ocean right there. And I mean, it was crazy, man. It was a great experience. It was a fucking great experience. It's hard to there we go. I was gonna pour some more drink, but the fish are not having it. They really want me to catch them. Yeah, that's the only thing about this wine, is it's really easy to drink a lot of it. Doctors are like, you should have a cup or two of this, and I'm like, can I have 2 bottles? 2 bottles is good, right? About 4 bottles. And I have 4 bottles? You're right. I didn't buy it. Buying pieces every week. I'm going to try to tell these though. Oh man. So that's about that. Oh shit! That freaked me out. This fish jumped in my face and I grabbed my mouse like, oh my god! You know what's funny is I was like craving a really good burger today, and I got a triple burger at 5 Points up here in North Chicago. It was really good, and now I'm craving another one. Maybe I'm just craving meat. Like, man, I want meat. I want a lot of fucking meat. What I should have done is I should have gone and got 2 Little Caesar pizzas. Because nothing beats a Little Caesar pizza. It tastes amazing. Can last a week in your fridge and it still reheats like the day you got it. Like, it's insane how good Little Caesars is, man. It's probably full of like, stuff that keeps it, you know, like from deteriorating and shit like McDonald's does. But still, I can't get enough of it, man. I love it. I just wish they would deliver. God, if they would deliver. If they're like, yeah, minimum of $20. Oh, okay, fine. I'll buy 4 pizzas. I don't give a shit. I'll eat on that for a month. Like, you underestimate how much pizza I can eat when it's really that good. You know, and what killed me was I saw a thing somebody did because they were like judging Pizza Hut versus Domino's versus Little Caesars and Papa John's, and they put Little Caesars way down there, and I was just like, what the fuck, are you crazy? Have you not tasted the amazingness that is Little Caesars crust? I mean, just, oh god, the crust itself is just good as fuck. Domino's is a fucking joke. It's a flattened piece of bread. Like, everything looks flat. It looks like they took a fucking giant skillet and just smashed the pizzas down every time and put as little as toppings as they possibly can on it to save money. And then Papa John's used to be really good too, because you used to be able to get that and they had a lot of toppings on there and it was like thick, and I love Papa John's sauce. But now, man, it's like, what the fuck did you guys do to your shit? Because they're just copying Domino's. They do the same shit. When you get it, it's like flat as fuck. There's not like the toppings are all over the place and like coming out of the cheese, and like, it's all tall. It used to be tall as shit, and it's just like, what the fuck, man? At least Little Caesars, I mean, it's not, I mean, it's flat, but it's not like it looks like it's been flattened. And their deep dish pizza, holy shit. That is so good. I brought one over to my parents' house a long time ago. My dad just kind of took one without asking, but he just like, man. He started eating and he was like, oh, that's really fucking good. It's like, yeah, isn't it? I was like, oh man, Little Caesars is the best. Ah, shit. Yeah, they bought me a $25 Little Caesars card, you know, like the little gift card thing. Man, I use that thing right away. Yeah, but I can't do Pizza Hut because Pizza Hut is greasy as shit and soggy as shit. I've had their wings and they're They're really They're not that great, but I guess compared to all those places, they're okay. There's places around here that do way better wings, but you got to actually go there. It's the only problem. So delivery-wise, I don't know. But yeah, if I was going to rate it, I would rate Little Caesars number 1, Papa John's number 2, Domino's number 3, and Pizza Hut number 4. Just because of how greasy and gross Pizza Hut is. Otherwise, Domino's would be the last one. Because of how cheap they are and how little toppings they put and how just bland that shit is. The only thing they did that kind of saved them was they made their crust like garlic bready. You know, like they made their crust taste like garlic bread. 1,200 to be safe. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, man, I just... and then Domino's went into the bread business and pasta business. It's like, oh, you're not making people fat enough with your bread and shit. Now you want to bring out sandwiches and pasta. Gotta entice the bite. There it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't win with this fucking mouse cord. Nice Northern, nice Northern. It's a trophy still, and that's what fucking matters. I'd actually rather have lower weight ones that are trophies because you make more money and you have more weight to gain. Like you're not filling up as fast, but you're still making a lot of money. You know, it's more not productive, but you produce more better money that way, I guess. Put it that way. Man, I'm gonna down a whole bottle in like fucking 10 minutes here. Oh man, it's so good. What is up, chat? DP, welcome back. As I was telling Mr. Memolar here, I'm just finishing up this day, and then we will start buying level 40 items. And, well, more likely I'm going to be buying lures and such first. And then after that, I think it's just going to be trying to make money. Got to make money. Well, I got to get $100,000 for the fish net that I want to buy. So there's $100,000 I need to make. It's gonna suck if I'm at like 80 grand because then I'm gonna be like, oh, do I just want to go back and farm out Northerns and make my money so I can get that keep net, or do I want to buy some lures? So yeah, sorry for taking so long to get on tonight. I know it's super late, but stopped at the parents' house and had a little chatty chat with them, and then I just got home. So yeah, that's great, man. It's really cool to see you guys are like looking for me and say, "Oh, look, he's on," and jumping on and watching. So I mean, it's flattering. It's very flattering. Yeah. Damn. I know, staring into grass and trees, it's just amazing. Like this is just, I love looking at grass and trees. Oh yeah, get that music going. Ooh, funky. No, Memolar left. No. All right. Let's see. What else to talk about? Well, I got a bread maker from my mom. So I think I'm going to make sourdough bread the old school way. I got to start a culture because I love sourdough bread. But you have not loved sourdough bread until you make it the normal way, the natural way. Holy shit. Because when you buy a sourdough bread from the store, the reason it tastes the way it does is because the chemicals and shit they put into it. And I think chemicals. Yeah, it's a lot of chemicals. Maybe certain vitamins, but it tastes like that. But if you eat real sourdough, it's really sour, and it's like that because of the yeast. And it takes 2 to 5 days to make a proper mother of the sourdough yeast before you can actually make the proper sourdough. So, yeah, I really need to write that shit down, and when I go to the store, get the stuff I need and just start it. Because once you make the mother, it actually keeps growing. And you just take so much out of it every time when you make your dough. And yeah, man, you could use it forever. There are mothers of yeast that are hundreds of years old that people have still, like grandmothers have, that were passed down from generation to generation to generation. You know, there's nothing, there's nothing that's stopping you at all from using it, and it doesn't kill you or anything because you cook it anyway. So, but it's great in pizza doughs. It's great in regular bread, and it's really, really healthy for you. Really healthy for you. It's way better than buying store-bought shit. Now, the thing about the bread mixer that I got from my mom is that it also cooks the bread, right? So it's a great multitasker. So you can pretty much just put the stuff in there, and then it does everything you need for it to do. And then it'll cook it and everything. Like pizza dough, it doesn't cook the pizza dough. It makes the pizza dough. You pull the pizza dough out. Normally, you actually want to let pizza dough sit overnight. If you're really good pizza dough, you do it correctly, and then you let it sit in your fridge overnight, let it get big, and then the next day you punch it down and roll it a little bit. Well, not a little bit. You actually want to get in there and really bang it up pretty good because you want to stretch out the starches or whatever else is in there and the gluten and stuff in there. Makes a really good chewy dough, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely something that it's really cool for me to have that because I really want to make my own bread because I am very health conscious about how I eat, but I still eat stuff that people would always say is bad for you. I'm not a big sweets person. I don't eat a lot of sweets, but I drink sweet stuff. I drink sweet stuff. Not like I do drink soda, but like I don't even have soda in my house, right? So, yeah. So, yeah, with the bread maker, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of that fucking thing. It can make up to a 2-pound thing of bread. So, I mean, that's actually a lot. And it does all the work for you. I mean, it's crazy. So, I can't really complain about it. Yeah, I really just want to make sourdough bread. I mean, that's the whole reason I asked for it. I was just like, well, if you guys aren't using it anymore, I'll take it. I'll make sourdough bread out of it. Because sourdough bread is actually the original bread that was made way back thousands of years ago. But it was way healthier back then because it came from straight from grain and things. See, that's the only problem about the one thing that sucks about it is I still have to buy processed flour and things like that. Trying to get whole grain or organic flour, which means not fucked with flour. It's really hard to come by except for certain stores. I'd have to go up to Woodman's up there in Kenosha just to go get that type of flour that doesn't have anything in it and hasn't been processed. So, but it'd probably be worth it if I did go get it there. Get like a 5-pound bag of flour or something like that. That way I could just keep using it for a long time. Because the old days I used to just take the grains and smash them up with a mortar and pestle into a powder, and just not add anything else to it, and then add the water and whatever, and make bread out of it. And it was full of vitamins and nutrients and I mean, like everything you could possibly need to survive. So, and that's one thing. Like if you cook bread, real bread that is cooked without all the processing and shit like that that's in it, when you open up the bread, it's got giant holes in it, really big holes all throughout the bread. That's a sign of like actual real, natural flour and things like that. It's a really good indicator. Now, I know Panera Bread supposedly does their shit on the natural side now. So, welcome back, Rhino Venom. But instead of like buying from that, because at first I was like, man, I'm gonna need to go buy some sourdough from there because they're starting to make it the right way. But Tosh, what's up, man? What is up? Yeah, it's late. I know it's late. I didn't get home till like 30 minutes ago, so cool to see everybody getting up in here. So yeah, it's pretty much just gonna finish this day out, and then we're gonna start buying some lures and stuff and seeing what we can buy at level 40, so you guys can kind of get a feel for it as well. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Damn, really? Thank you, thank you, thank you very much on the 40. Thank you very much. It was very well deserved since I was up late as shit last night trying to get it to the last second. And I got it. I got it in that stream. That was the point. And just so you know, I have the Killer Network program destroyed. Well, it's not destroyed, but I haven't. I got rid of it. Turned it off. So there will be no stream dropping tonight. Oh. Coming from the guy who isn't even level 40 yet. I had a little chat with Mr. Hoser, the guy that I've done videos with before. He said I get to have him on Sunday after 6 from then on for the week because his son will be back with his mom. But he can't right now because of that. Because otherwise he'd be in here talking with me. And it would be far more entertaining, trust me.
On the nation's best data network, the one you get with that free smartphone we already talked about. Get it now from AT&T GoPhone. It's prepaid your way.
He's actually playing Armor 3 right now.
All friends for 2017 while supplies last. ZTE made in 2 only. Online and select locations only. Requires new line of service and minimum $30 payment. Taxes, fees, coverage, and other restrictions apply. Details at att.com/GoPhone. Network claims based on Q3 and Q4 2016 Nielsen certified data network score.
So I think some of the bigger things I'm gonna be buying is gonna be those bullet spinners. And those are supposedly supposed to be like fucking phenomenal for trout salmon and stuff. I really need to save up and get the 100 or the 400 pound net. And then I need to save up and get to Alaska, man. I need to save up and get my ass to Alaska, that's for sure. As far as gear goes, man, the only thing I really need to upgrade on my gear is, yep. I mean, obviously, a vest, a tackle box, and the pole holder, but I don't really even care about the pole holder. I'm more, I'd rather have bigger tackle, like more reels, more line, being able to hold more of that stuff. That's important. So when when I get the chance, I'll be getting that stuff. And then once that's done, it's kind of come down to me trying to catch the biggest fish of each type of fish in the game. I mean, we're talking about tarpon, snook, redfish, drum, carp, shad, and crappie. You know, it'll be a daily thing where I'm probably going to be like trying to catch biggest crappie or trying to catch biggest this, or trying to catch biggest this. And it's going to be like that from then on, pretty much. See if I can't catch the biggest fish and everything. And then tournaments, obviously tournaments. You know, tournaments. Because I can keep... I love getting my ass kicked in tournaments, apparently. I am just a glutton for punishment. Oh my god. Let's keep doing tournaments, folks, and let's see what happens. Ugh. That's right, motherfucker. I just pulled the bait away from him. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna eat it? Are you gonna eat it now? That's right. You're gonna eat it now, aren't you, little bitch? Boom! Look at that. See, enticing the bite, man. I told you. Told you, enticing the bite. It's just sitting there. Just pull a little bit. Just pull a little bit. This might be unique. Give me that unique fat ass. Come on. Yeah, I can't wait till I get a 400-pound net. I'll be making tons of money. Then I'll have so much money, I don't know what to do with it. Ooh, let's see. Oh, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Boom. If you guys haven't noticed, I made Mr. Tosh over here a moderator. He's been very talkative. He's been in my chat or my stream every single day. And he basically asked to be a mod. So we'll see how he does. Maybe have to. Hell, I just lost my train of thought. Yep. Holy shit. Maybe I should be drinking coffee instead of wine. Nope, definitely not. No, definitely the wine. Yep. Wait. Let's go back in for another taste. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, you won't believe this shit, Tosh. If you look at my video from yesterday, I think it's part 1. They bleeped out that good song from that rapper that I put on there yesterday, and it said it was copyright. And I was like, what the fuck? Because it came from Twitch's selection. Like, selection of music that you got to choose from in order not to get your shit done like that. And I was like, what the fuck? It said it's copyrighted. And I was like, dude, come on, man. It's too bad there's not like a Twitch chat hotline you could be like, you could just go on and be like, hey, yeah, you guys fucked up because this is part of your Twitch selection and it's saying that it's copyrighted, so. So yeah, during that whole section of music, all the volumes turned off. And then I think later I replay that same song and it didn't bleep it out. It didn't mute the sound. And I'm like, why did you mute the sound here but you didn't mute the sound here? Like, I didn't understand it. Like, it was crazy. It's crazy. It's, you know what it is? It's a busted, broke-ass, stupid-ass system that doesn't work. So even shit like that where it knows that it's okay, it still does shit like that. It's so stupid. Like, dude, get your head in the fucking game. So, are there any subjects you guys want to talk about, or you want me to talk about, or we can talk about together? Because I know Mr. Rhino Venom and Chat DB in here, they don't really say nothing, so they don't really voice their opinions on things. So, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, we could just say it and we'll talk about it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And we will talk all day. At least until I drink enough and I decide to go to bed. Which it's Friday, so it probably won't be till like 1 or 2 in the morning. It was actually kind of funny. I watched for like a couple minutes. I watched a English streamer playing the fishing game, and he had 10 viewers watching him. And I can't remember what he was talking about because he was at Florida Everglades, and he was just talking about something. And then somebody in his stream, who was a moderator for him, was like, "So you're saying that Jason Statham jumps out of the water, beats the shit out of the fish, and then hooks it?" Puts it on a hook. I was just like, okay, that's pretty much a Chuck Norris joke, isn't it? I shouldn't be real quiet, actually, because but I'm about 60 to 70% on the broadcaster. Oh, fuck, I was looking at the broadcaster. Shouldn't be that quiet. Plus, I'm being kind of loud right now. You can always just turn the volume up. Turns the volume up. It will be your destiny. And I can also bring the mic a little bit closer to my mouth. Yeah, those are both his newest stand-ups. And that's when I was talking about his deep throat shit. Did you notice that? I say deep throat. I said deep voice, right? I meant deep voice. I didn't say deep throat. I really hope I didn't say deep throat. Trophy! Holla! Yeah, like I said, he still has his moments. I mean, he's still Dave Chappelle. It's just like back when he had the higher pitched voice, I was laughing more constantly and smiling more constantly. But once he got that deeper voice, it was kind of like, and I wasn't like smiling a lot and laughing like a little bit. It was more like I would smile and then the punchline would come, and then like a good punchline would come and I would actually laugh. But before, I would kind of giggle or laugh a little bit throughout his thing, you know? Yeah, Rhino Venom. It shouldn't be low, man. Try turning the volume up on Twitch all the way. See how loud it is. If it's still low, check your master volume and make sure that's not too low. And if it's still low, then let me know. Tosh, do I sound low to you, man? Oh, you mean the part where he was talking about the VHS, not DVD? Because he goes home and he finds a box with a VHS in it and it says "Got ya," and he's like, "What?" And he like puts it and he's like running around the house and he's like, "Where the fuck's the VHS?" Because nobody's seen the motherfucker since the 1980s, you know. And then he sees it and it's him having sex with a chick that he met before he met his wife, and then he jerks off to it. And then the next day it's another video, and the next one's of him jerking off to the other video. Oh yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious, man. Dave Chappelle, he's just a funny guy, man. He knows what he's doing. All right, Rhino, it's been confirmed. It's you. It's not me. All right, Tosh, what's the new subject? Give it to me, man. What are we talking about?
At Lowe's, we know there are two rules.
At Lowe's, we really like to stick our dick in the people who are shopping here, because you know what? The people who are shopping here aren't always right. And it doesn't really matter if they want to buy stuff here or not. It's all about the service, because we love to dick people. We dick people all the fucking time, because we're stupid. Advertisements are stupid, and everybody else is just stupid. So come on down to not LLEWASDDD. There we go. Thank you very much. That's fine, Rhino. They can be louder for you. I mean, I'm not worried about it right now. Oh, I didn't even fucking do anything. As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters, man. I don't want to get it louder because I'm pretty afraid that if it's too loud, then the people are gonna be like, "Jesus Christ!" Especially when I get loud myself, because I can belt, man. I can belt it out. Woo! Tosh, subject. Let's go. Come on, man. Next subject, Tosh. Tosh, subject. Ooh. Let's get rid of that. Bam. Yeah, I think about done here. I think about done. I can go ahead and go back and start buying shit in a minute. Oh. All right. All right. I'm gonna reel this shit in. So yeah, you can keep making experience at the level 40. Kind of weird, but you can do it. I'm not really sure the reasoning behind it, but whatever. Doesn't really fucking matter. Favorite band? Damn, man. What are you, a chick? Asking me on a date. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite band? Favorite band is System of a Down. But my music taste is very, very eclectic. So, yeah. Oh, this fucking mouse. Yeah, just put yourself wherever you want, you little bastard. No, go. Oh, dude, this fucking... There we go. All right. $48,000, that's it? All right, I only did 2 days. Ha ha ha. Okay. All right, so here we go. I got $68,000 in the thing. Let's go ahead and start going through the shop and looking at the stuff at level 40 that I can get. We're not going to mess with... So tools and equipment. Going to the very far right, I already have the Wild Element Deluxe Angler Vest. All right. So I had the best vest in game. I had the Big Brother bag. So the next one from that is the Magfin Big Box XL, which is only $5,980. Which, honestly, I'm probably going to buy this. Let's see. The Big Brother is 30 and 2, and this is 107. Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy this tackle box. Okay. Let's see. Fish Castle XXL, 440 pounds of weight, 110 pound max fish. So I'm definitely going to be buying this, but I'm going to have to save up for it. See, as you can tell, where is it? I had the Fish Fort Small right now. Had that since level 28. So think about that. I'm level 40, and I've had this one since level 28. Because I'm a penny pitching bastard, and I wanted to make sure I could pay for all this stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to buy this right now. Right, good. So this Magfin Vault 7 bullshit, I mean, I don't even really need it, right? Because I don't, like right now I have a 4-rod system, right? I don't even carry that many with me, right? Matter of fact, well, see, that's nice because it carries 2 reels. So the only reason for me to even get this is because it carries 3 reels, and I can have 3 reels on me at any time. All right, so let's move on to terminal tackle. I'll move all the way over to the right. All this is nothing out here is level 40 stuff, so no big deal. Lures. Let's go all the way to 37 and see what they have here. So I can now buy 2-ounce giant ass fucking crankbaits. And guess what? It's fucking like what? So $18,000 for each of these to buy both of these? That's ridiculous. It really is. It's fucking stupid. Here's a lemon tiger. It goes 8 feet. So a 12 foot, a 16 foot, and an 8 footer. These are the ones that I was really interested in buying because it says it catches trout, bass, or pike. But they only go up to 1.5. You know, it's always good to have more stuff in your arsenal than less, right? Right? All right. So this black and pink, I'm guessing this would be, let's see, I'm trying to think how this would work. So green and black, because I'm trying to think about sunshine versus cloudy days, right? So, okay, so I get it. So green and black would be a cloudy day item, and this black and pink would be a sunny day item. That's how I'm gonna rationalize it into my head. So I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. Nims, I'm not even worried about. Now here's the other thing that I'm really big into: bullet spinners. So I just bought that one. I'm buying that one. It's crazy because there's so many different colors to choose from, and they're all the same fucking size. I bought them all. I didn't give a shit. I bought them all. I will buy this because that's my favorite color. All right. So to baits, what can we buy now? We can buy spawn sacks. These are the very high level items: trout, salmon, sturgeon. Nothing else really big here. And that's pretty much it. Well, let me stop there. Spinner baits. Okay, so I've already got the best spinner baits I can have. Spin baits, spinners. I just bought all 4 of them. Spoons. I just bought those. Okay. No jerk baits, no swim baits, no poppers yet. Crankbaits, just bought those. Bass jigs. I've already got those too. Frogs, there are no frogs. Crawdads. It's the nymphs. It's the 4-inch nymphs. Okay. Tubes. Tubes are not. Nope. Shad. I've already been able to buy those. Grubs. Yep. Since level 12. Worms. Let's check out worms. So, yeah, I don't understand this logic that brown you have to buy gold. I think it's bullshit, to be honest. It really pisses me off. Jig heads. Level 40, and no level 40 jig heads. So, now what I need to do is switch these out. So home. I should be able to grab this, and boom. Let's see if it, yep, it kept them. Okay. Okay. So, let us go through here and grab any lures that we need to out of here. This is a nano. This is small. This is not what I want at all. But I can now hold 100 lures. So if I really wanted to, I could bring a lot of this with me now and not really worry about it. It looks like I got everything on me. Yep, there's all the big spinners. I got all the different colors. There's 5 each. I am fucking rocking and fucking rolling, man. Look at that shit. 2 ounce, half ounce. Look at that, 73 out of 145 that I can hold on me now. That's fucking nuts. And for the price, oh my god. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy, oh my shit. No, wait, I can't, can I? Crankbaits. Where is... This is a very well-known crankbait in the game. The 3-foot blue one. It's only a 5/8 ounce though. You know what? Fuck that. I'm not doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Worms. I'm going to buy the 6-inch brown worm with gold. Okay? Just because I know it's a good lure. It does a good job. All right. Casting spoons. I'm actually going to grab the half ouncers because Lone Star. I'm just going to leave it at that. Backpack. 1/4 ounce yellow tiger. Yep. Yeah, I got tons of room now, so I have nothing holding me back. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring these in case too. Fuck it. Let's see. Look at these. I got all these fucking 3/4 ounce jigs. Fuck it. Why not? I got lots of space now. I can bring whatever the fuck I want. Here's a 1 ounce jig. Oh, let's bring that too. Let's see. Shad, 3-inch, 5-inch. Yeah, let's bring the 5-inch worm too. Fuck it. Jig heads, man. I got tons of jig heads. Let's see. 3/0. Yeah, let's just go ahead and bring that too. Oh, you want to bring that? Yeah, bring it. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Bait wise, I think I could hold more bait too. Natural eggs. I really don't need the rest of this shit though. I mean, if I start going after shad and stuff, I'll just bring it with me. But let's see. So how are we doing on this? Line 12 out of 15, and then I mean, I could just bring all this with me. I think. Let's find out. Holy shit! Wow! Oh my god! I can bring everything. It doesn't even fucking matter. Look at that shit. I have so much room. So much room. I mean, look at this look at this immaculate bass jig selection that I have at lower level that I could totally bring all this with me. Actually, I want to bring these half ounces with me because of Lone Star. Yeah. I don't think I'm really going to need to go to a smaller shad, maybe? Nah, I don't think so. Now, lines. I have more room for lines now. So I can bring that. Oh, yeah, look at that shit. Let's see. There's a 40-pound, but I don't need that yet. Nope, that's 15-pound test. Fuck that. 32-pound. Boom. Wow. That bag alone is a huge game changer. Let me bring this counselor with me. Holy shit, this is crazy. Look at that, and I still have tons of room. 5 out of 7 reels? What do you mean 5 out of 7? I don't have 5 reels. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do. I can't count in my own fucking head, apparently. Alright. So after really digging down deep and buying what the fuck I wanted, now it's time just to really hunker down and get the money so I can buy a big old fucking keep net. So let's go ahead and buy a shit ton of these. $60 shiners. I think I could buy more than that. Let me look at my inventory. Oh yeah, I could definitely buy more than that. Shiner it the fuck up, bro. Let's see. I mean, frogs are really good bait, man. Poor Rhino Man, I don't know why he thinks that he's trying to say everything else is booming and he can't really hear my voice. I just can't. I mean, I can listen to myself in my stream and I sound pretty loud. So, it's crazy. Yep. Wow. So this is what it's like to be level 40. It's like, it's a complete change. Oh my god, let's look at reels. Let's just take a fucking look at reels. I want spinning reels because I don't really care about the other one. Boom. I can buy the 42-pound max drag reel. If I really fucking wanted to. Oh, it's so tempting. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Baitcaster. 48-pound max drag. So yes, definitely the base casters have way higher max drags as they go up in level. That's the deal. But then again, spinners can still fucking cast farther. So what's going to end up happening here is that when I do buy the when I end up when I do buy the Thunderspin 5500, that's 42-pound max drag, I will probably put that on my... I'm going to say I'm going to put that on my bait setup, and I'll leave my... And I'm going to leave my 35-pound on my lure setup. That's probably what's going to happen. So, okay. So now that we know how all that works, and this doesn't expire until, oh, never mind. My St. Croix license is going to expire in like 30 minutes. Girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think you know what I'm saying. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying, so. Okay, let's see. Falcon Lake? No, I don't. White Moose Knuckle Lake? No. Here's the California. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. Woo, son. So, fish species in California. They have Chinook there. Chinook. Shrimp, spawn sack, giants, bullet spinners, #1. Largemouth bass, only common, no uniques, and no trophies. Steelheads, I catch these every year. Striped bass, now these would be the one that'd be fun to catch. Not really sure where they would be at on that server. Medium spoons, shads, worm, and crankbaits. Alright. And white sturgeon. Large cutbait and crawfish. I do carry around crawfish and large cutbait, which is probably why I'd rather put that big 40-pounder on there. They range from 22 to 220 pounds. Very nice, very nice, very nice. There's Kinney Creek, which I can only imagine how much that is. Oh, it's $1,800. Okay. 32 players and 0 friends. I have no friends. Sad me, sad face. Okay. Alaska blackfish, bull trout, Chinook, chum salmon. These fuckers love bullet spinners, man. Holy shit. Look at this. Oh my god, there's so many salmon to catch. I will not go here till I get the biggest fucking net in the game. I'll tell you that right now. So let me look at my lures. And it says that these are good for, whoops. Most effective salmon spinner on the market, featuring an elongated shape. The lure's weighted bodies. You know, I can't help believe, but I can't help to think that you could catch northerns and muskie on these bullet spinners because that's one of the bigger lures that's used in muskie and pike fishing is inline spinners, and they're pretty big when they do it. So, because of that fact, it's so funny. Bullet spinner beetle, bullet spinner yellow beetle, bullet spinner rose and blue trout, blue and silver. These would be good on sunny days, I'm sure. These two are good on cloudy days because they're colorful. I want to see what they say about muskie. Muskie. Love shiners, love minnows, love casting spoons, love medium spoons. They love casting spoons the most, though. How is this possible? Because the biggest casting spoons in the game are 3/4 ounce casting spoons. I have them. I should know. So, lures, spoons. A 1/2 ounce, a 3/4 ounce. Dude, that's not cool. This is a single spoon. Trout, bass, or pike. Well, so maybe I gotta use these two then. So, yeah, let's go for 3 days. If I made, what was I making? $25,000 a day? That's 50, what is it? 2, 4, 6, 75,000, which would put me in the, over the, yeah, okay. So we're just going to go ahead and go. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Okay. It's raining, and I really should be catching walleye because it's raining. But I'm an idiot, so I'm not going to. Oh, fuck my life. Okay. I'm going to throw on. It's raining, right? So we're going to put on a nice and big blue. I just want to see if anything actually happens with this. Oh, I had one. had no clue what I had on for a second there. I had something hitting this. Kind of cool to know what else is going to eat this lure besides salmon. Probably a fucking trout. Because I do have trout here. There it is. Unless that's just a snag. Which that's very fucking possible, right? Am I right? So let's go ahead and put on a barbless spoon. Not a barbless spoon, but a single spoon. How big are you? You look very big to me. Yeah, it's so light. It's 1.5 ounces, but it's still light enough where I have to like slow down my reeling for it. Here we go. Actually, try to see if I can catch a walleye. So I am here for money. So I'm gonna throw on a crankbait, and yep, it's gonna be the big motherfucker. I don't understand why this isn't fucking set up per. That's a 2-ounce crankbait. That looks small as shit. I don't know why it's not in ounce order. You think that would be a default? I feel like switching music just to blow out your guys' ears for a second. No, I'm not gonna do it, but it just. Nothing like a rainy day in St. Croix. Oh, man. Guess I could try the deep diving crankbait. The hell is up with this? What is up, Adamski? Welcome back to the stream. Cool to see you here. Yeah, I think I'm going to change the music here in a minute. Also going to change this to leeches because I got a theory that the video game creators didn't do a very good job on putting leeches for them to bite leeches very well, and I'm still going to use it because I'm an idiot. Is that what it is? I think, yeah, I guess I'm a fucking moron, so. Actually, let's go to a 5 on hook. Leeches are a medium weight, so I need to use a medium. High, medium. So we're going to put an oval on here. This is low. And then we're going to put the leeches on here. Yeah, I just happen to have a ever-living fuck ton of leeches. Oh, that bobber's got a really tall, fucking skinny part on it. All right, Josh, I need another subject. Let's go. My moderator, give me another subject to talk about. I know you're playing Diablo 3. I still need another subject. Moving super fast because it's a medium. Whoa! I actually got one on the fucking. It's probably a northern. Whatever it is, it's small. It is a walleye, folks. Holy sweet buddy butthole of Jesus. Oh, those aren't nice fish. I'm hoping that. I'm hoping to catch a nice fish. But money-wise, I think it's still walleye are still more expensive than northerns, so I can't really complain. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Strike was done too early. On what? The air? The fuck out of here. Strike was done too early, man. Game over, man. Game over. I should probably watch Aliens tonight. I fucking love that movie. The guy who played Hicks in Aliens died actually in real life. That sucks. He's a great actor. I mean, he's known for his Aliens more than anything, but he was in some other movies. Well, fuck it. We'll talk about the movie Aliens. So, Aliens is part 2 of 3 Alien movies. I don't count number 4, and you definitely can't count Prometheus because that's a prequel. I don't count number 4 because it was an abysmal piece of shit, and I feel bad that Sigourney Weaver even had to make that fucking movie. Alien is the first one, if you haven't seen it. And basically, it's a large mining ore spaceship that the captain and crew had used to get whatever ore or whatever. And they were heading back to Earth. And in the movie Aliens, they have cryogenic freezing beds pretty much where they can, they say they freeze the people, but what it really is they put them in a super subtle sleep and they don't wake up, and you can stay like that for fucking forever almost or whatever. I think in Aliens, she'd been floating around in space for 57 years in one of these cryogenic chambers, beds, if you want to call it that. So, in Alien, they are heading back to Earth, and they get a signal to inspect a alien signal. And by protocol of the oh my god, how do I not remember the name? It's Wex. Is it Wex? Not Wextel. Fuck. I'm such an Aliens nerd too, and I can't believe I can't remember this. It's Wex. Fuck. It's like Wextel? I think it's Wextel. Is the company who owns all that stuff. So it wakes them all up out of cryogenic sleep. They go to the planet where the signal's coming from. Alien life form gets a hold of somebody. And it goes from there. Alright, so In part 2, this time, they... Fuck, it's about to expire. Wayland Yutani, yeah. God damn it, Wayland. Adam, thank you. Wayland Yutani. God, I'm such an alien nerd too, and I can't believe I fucking now to get off on a tangent off of that one. H.R. Geiger is actually the he's the influence for the actual way the alien looks in the movies. H.R. Geiger was doing art, mechanical / human art, and he at one point was with this woman. I don't think they ever got married, but he loved her to death, and she died, and he started drawing her in these mechanical / human artist pictures that he was creating, and she had this long elongated head, and there was like mechanical feel. It's the inspiration for what the alien looks like. H.R. Geiger is amazing. They actually on Netflix they actually have an H.R. Geiger special that they did, and he actually died 2 months after the Netflix special actually videotaped him, which sucks because I think H.R. Geiger. He said that he painted the way he did and he drew the way he did because he liked to draw his fears and to take his fears head on in his drawings. But he's a very abstract person as a whole, you know. Yeah. He actually, and if you don't know this, he has a H.R. Geiger bar. I do believe it's in England that you can go to anytime you want to. And the aesthetics is all aliens. It's all based off the Aliens movie in all reality. The chairs and everything. It's crazy. It's one of the places I want to go to before I die. So that tells you how big of a fucking nerd I am for aliens. So in back to Aliens. In Aliens, the welcome Rich 4345. So in Aliens, what happens is that somehow they had put human people onto that planet as a civilization. It's terraforming. I can't remember the name that he named it. The guy said that they called it. It's like a pop-up culture because they put a giant thermonuclear atmospheric generator on the planet, and it makes it so you could live there. Because when they first go in there, an alien, they have to wear spacesuits in order to walk on the planet because it's not oxygen. You can't breathe in the environment. But they wouldn't put this giant atmospheric processing generator, whatever you want to call it, on the planet, so that way it became oxygenated and all that kind of shit. He called it a shake and bake colony, right? That's what he called it. He called it it's a shake and bake colony, you know. So what ends up happening is that they lose, what's weird to me about that whole part too. Like, I guess it makes sense, but it doesn't at the same time. Like they knew where the signal had came from. Because I guess the ships, no. The H.R. Geiger. Oh yeah, H.R. Geiger. The bars by where he lived. I don't know where he lived though. I don't know whether it was Poland or Sweden or UK. I can't remember. I always thought he was British. I can't remember, but I know it's around there wherever he lived. It's not like. His house was like, it's weird. His house is in the middle of the city, wherever it was. And it was like gated in, and it was like a forest around his fucking house inside of the main city, whatever. So what weirds me out about the part 2 about aliens is how they try to connect it, because part 1, they got the signal from there. And then part 2, they just happened to go there. right? They don't really explain like why they went there. I mean, I guess the guess is that they sent the shake and bake colony to that planet because there had been that alien signal from that planet, and they knew where it was in the universe because when they drifted by, it set off the signal, blah, 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 blah. All that was recorded. Now, they used the Nostromo, which is the smaller spaceship that was on the main ore factory refiner to get out of there, where she did, right? So, and the Nostromo should have, or did, record all the stuff that was going on in the main ship anyway, because it was connected to it, right? So my guess is that they said, okay, well, here's the coordinates to wherever that fucking place was. Let's send a shake and bake colony there and see what happens, right? The premise of it is kind of loose, you know what I mean? I would rather than been like, hey, we sent people to that planet. We never found anything there. But since we were there, we found that there were minerals and ores and da-da-da that we really needed. And that we figured we might as well just habitize it. And then that way it's be easier to get all the ores and whatever we want out of it or some shit like that. I don't know. But they never found the spaceship until the alien craft, until Weyland Yutani put those people, the shake and bake colony on there. And then now that whole thing, what's funny about that whole part with those two going out to the ship. Now, if you watch the original Aliens, they don't show the man and wife and then two kids going out to the alien spacecraft to check it out. That's a director's cut that they put in later. In the original one, you don't see any of that shit, you know. And I guess it was supposed to help try to explain the story better about why it happened and how it happened. Especially with Newt. I think Newt was like the main one because when they did the director's cut, and she sees the alien on her dad's face, and she starts screaming and all that kind of shit. It kind of adds depth to the movie, I guess. So yeah, they did all that. So they go back to Ripley to get her to help out with this whole thing because she's been. See, here's what I don't get, right? So the Weyland Yutani chief executives and all them took away her license to be a pilot and all that shit and said she was pretty much fucking crazy, told her she had to get psychiatric help, right? And instead of being like, okay, we're sticking to our guns, no. Like 5 minutes later in the movie, they're already asking her, hey, we're going to reinstate your pilot's license. We're going to take you on a dangerous mission, even though we think you're fucking crazy with a bunch of Marines, and you're going to help us. And she's like, no, I don't fucking want to do that. Like, if you really think about it, all that part of that movie, that was really fucking stupid. That could have been written way differently and way better than that. Because why 1 minute would they be like, you're fucking psycho, we're taking everything away from you, shut the fuck up and go work in a loading dock, right? And then now they're like, oh, you're perfectly fine, we'll reinstate your fucking license, just go with this over here, right? It's like, holy shit, even if, in real life, even if she had the knowledge that you need to fight something like this, but obviously the Marines already knew what the fuck a xenomorph was. Oh, it's a bug hunt. They're calling them bugs. Obviously they fought these type of things on other planets. Not exactly the same, but they have experience fighting these things. So that's another reason to make it makes it even more stupid, you know, the way they did that part of the movie. You know, in all reality, they might have gone and consulted with her about it and said, hey, you need to tell us everything you know about this. We'll make a disc about it, and we're going to give it to our Marines because the Marines are going to go down to this planet, blah, blah, blah. Other than that, you really don't need to know anything because you're fucking crazy and whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you could make the argument that, oh, look, you know, we lost connection with these people at the Weyland Yutani place at LV-426. It's LV-426, isn't it? Please, I better be nerd enough to know that's LV-426, right? So they go to LV-420, or talking about LV-426, and then they would just leave her there, and they would just go and do whatever they got to do, right? But for the movie's sake, that's not what they did, right? They said, oh, come with us and blah, blah, blah. You know, in real life, they wouldn't have done that. If they really thought she was psycho, they would have investigated it first, and maybe if they already gone down there and they actually found the xenomorphs, the aliens, then they would have came back and said, hey, get her, bring her down here, right? Like, obviously, she's not psycho. She was telling the truth. We understand it. We've seen it firsthand now. Let's get her down here so she can help us out, right? Not in the, you don't just change, like nobody in real life does that. Nobody goes, you're fucking psycho, ha ha ha. And then just because you lost communications with them that you just go, oh, she's not a psycho anymore. No, that's not how it works, right? So they could have written that way better. If you really think about it, like if you really get into the movie and you watch it and you kind of go, yeah, that's kind of stupid. Like, why didn't they could have done it differently. I mean, in the first place, they could have said, look, you're suspended and we're going to fucking psychologically evaluate you just for now because we don't know how true these claims are because the computer system's not saying anything about it. And we'll let the psychologists decide whether or not you're insane or you're like daydreaming or whatever the fuck, right? And then you could, what you could do is then you could say, hey, look, because it's not determined whether you're crazy or not, you know, and that you're pretty much like in limbo. We want you to come with us because we've lost communication with them over on LV-426, and we need your expertise because if what you were saying was true there, then we really need you there, you know. But that's not how they went about it. It was pretty much like sticking her on the stake and saying, "You're a witch. You're a fucking witch," and then you started burning her, and then you doused her with water in the middle of her getting burned and go, "Oh, we're just kidding. Come help us farm again. You're not a witch. Come here. You can help us farm and be part of society again." It really fucking irked me if you like just really thinking about how that portion went. They could have done a lot better. Anyway, I rambled on that part for a little while. Anyway. Yeah, Jones the cat. It was really funny about Jones was that in the first one, he actually got the fucking first person killed in that movie in the first one. I feel a little bad for him. Because he's just trying to get Jonesy. And then the fucking alien gets him. It's like, God damn it, man. Like, come on. And that's the other thing. Who in their right fucking mind would I mean, you guys, if you haven't seen the movie and there was an alien on your ship and you had a cat, would you really risk your life to save that cat and risk getting killed by the alien that's on that ship? Or would you just get the fuck out of there and say, hey, cat, hope you have a good life? Because it's an animal, you know? And even if it wasn't, like, if it was another person on that ship and they were like, I'm going to go fight it. I'm like, well, I'm going to leave. So you have fun fighting it. I'm leaving. Hope you fucking get it and you get the fuck out of here, right? That was pretty dumb. Like, it added suspense to the movie and shit, but it's still a fucking stupid idea. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't just fucking, you don't just make somebody go after a cat in a survival situation against a fucking alien being that can rip your fucking face off. Like, that makes no sense. That goes against every human instinct we have, no matter how brave you are. But in part 2, he does not show up in part 2. She leaves him behind. She leaves the cat behind. Thank God, because in part 2, he definitely would have died. Let's see. So, past that part in part 2, they obviously go down. They look for the colonists. They can't find any. They find them. Now, the reason Alien and Aliens are different is because, fuck, I am not gonna fuck. So, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so from part 1 to part 2, it was two different directors. The first one was Ridley Scott, and the second one was James Cameron, right? So the ideals or the ideas behind the aliens themselves were different between the two. Ridley Scott, the first one, had the idea that aliens had a very short lifespan, like ants. I think he said it's what they compared them to was ants or something like that. And what he said was that a drone ant it follows basic structural not progression, but god damn, I'm trying to think what the word. Basic instincts that they need to do, right? So in Alien, it was get people and stick them on the wall and get them ready to be face hugged, right? But at the same time, they're dying very fast. So if you watch Alien and actually watch that movie and you really look closely, as the movie progresses, the alien actually gets lighter and lighter and whiter and whiter color. Like looks like it's starting to decay over time throughout the entire movie, right? If the part where the captain is in the tunnels and he's trying to fight it and kill it, right before it kills him, there's some flame that's on him. Well, if you look at that point, the alien is extremely white and decaying looking, and they did that on purpose because of that idea that Ridley Scott had how they have a very short lifespan. Now in Aliens, James Cameron said, nope, fuck that. They don't have short lifespans, but they still act like an ant colony, right? So in part 2, they still were like grabbing people and putting them on the walls and getting them ready for face huggers and blah, 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 blah. So it's a very interesting concept both ways, right? You got to think personally, like, well, which one's cooler? Which one has more depth? Which one blah, blah, blah. I mean, they both have their depths and they both have their, and you could say, oh, it's more depth on the first one because they might die or whatever. But you can say the same about the part 2 because on part 2, they live longer, so there's more stuff that could be going on with the drones and stuff. Now, there are definitely different types of welcome Suzuki and welcome Pitchin Heron to this stream. We're talking about the Aliens movies right now because I'm a fucking retard. What was I? Where was I going with this? Did I just switch it back? I didn't mean to do that. Screw it. I'm just gonna. Well. Oh yeah, because I was Right. Hold on, I'll get back to my train of thought here in a second. No, don't cut there. Holy shit, that would have fucked everything up. Let's try Old Smoky. So yeah, in part 2, they're like a giant ant colony, and they don't die very fast, like at all. But there are different types of aliens, and you get to see the different types of alien, and it starts in part 3, in Alien 3. And that one's called I think it is called a dog alien. I do believe it's called a dog alien. It's so stupid because it came out of a dog, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But in part 2, they find the colonists. They're all fucking fucked up, and then they have to fight their way out, but they can't shoot like grenades or big rounds because they're gonna possibly rupture or the structural integrity of the thermal air reactor, of the environmental reactor that's on the planet or whatever. And they end up doing that, and they end up getting their asses kicked. And then after that, they got to figure out a way to defend themselves and figure out a way to get a ship down to pick them up to get the fuck out of there because the first one alien got on there and killed them, which is fine because, as Newt had said, they come out at night mostly at night, right? So it's actually pretty cool to know that aliens didn't just stay underground, that they actually roamed the planet as well. But see, they could have done a lot with that too, and I'm surprised they didn't because it would have been pretty cool to see them out on the planet and an aliens chasing them around on the planet as well. If you ever played the game Alien vs. Predator that came out back, I can't remember when the fuck it came out, but I actually have it on this computer right now. Since it's not bringing out, I'm going to have to go do Northerns. I got to switch back. So yeah, it was really, really interesting to watch people doing like their daily thing out on the planet and then getting their asses kicked by aliens out on the planet instead of just down in like the buildings and things like that. So okay. Hold on. I get there. Yep. No, I'm gonna go with Shiners. Okay. Whoever did that monstrosity alien predator film in some town should have researched. So with the Alien versus Predator movie, I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was okay. I don't know why people were so upset about that movie. You can't take that. Okay, so I think the problem with the Aliens franchise is that it's extremely hard for any video game or any sort of spin-off movie or anything like that. It's very hard for people to like be happy for what it was or for what it is. And I can't remember because the Alien versus Predator movie, I know that's the one where they dug down into the ice and stuff like that. But see, when the alien and the aliens and the Predators started fighting each other, that shit was pretty fucking epic. You can't deny how fucking cool that was. That was like crazy because like the one that had the net that fucking seized down on his head and he had like a number 6 on his head or whatever. I mean, and he was fighting the Predator and shit. I mean, that was fucking epic, man. And then it actually explained. And then that movie actually explained how the aliens came to be with the Predators and overrunning certain planets and stuff because the Predators were using them as like a hunting, like game hunting for fucking fun, trophies and stuff. I can't remember now because I think I saw both of them in God, I just can't remember which one was bad and which one was good, but anytime an alien fights a predator in a movie, I think that's cool either way, no matter what. I mean, it's really hard not to be ungrateful that even exists because otherwise you would never get those that platform of Predator and Alien together because they do tie into each other a lot in that universe. But you don't really get to see it too much because the original Predator movies never had an alien in it, and all the Aliens movies never had a Predator in it. But for some reason, they were tied into the same universe by Ridley Scott for whatever. So yeah, and an Alien 2 or Aliens, I mean, what I don't get about Aliens is that they took off and somehow a face hugger got onto the cryogenic chambers that they were in and even got acid on it and made a hole in it so that the girl would die. Hicks just died because of the impact and he got hit by like a beam or something like that and he got wrecked by it for Alien 3. But it was saying that there was a life form moving around on the thing, but in the movie it actually shows a face hugger like crawling across the cryo chamber. So it's almost like an alien and a face hugger was there, or it was just a face hugger. And it's kind of hard to know because you would think that the alien itself could probably spit acid and put acid on there, but how would the fucking face hugger do it without? Well, maybe when he cracked the glass, maybe because the face hugger shows the face hugger like squishing the glass and then it like snaps. Maybe he cut himself and then the blood dripped down onto the cryogenic chamber. I don't know. And then part 3 is where that all happens because in part 2, Hicks, the girl, and she get away, and so spoiler alerts. I'm an asshole. I should have said if you haven't seen the movies and you want to see them, you probably shouldn't fucking listen to me right now because I'm kind of giving away the whole fucking movies. Yeah. So, but part 3 is after they get out of part 2, and it's not even a spaceship. It's like a lifeboat in space slams into this planet, and this planet happens to have the only human beings on this planet happen to be this fucking prison that was built on this remote planet, which actually makes sense because you would think in the future that's where prisons would be. They'd be on some remote planet where you, even if you get out of the prison, well, good luck surviving on that fucking thing by yourself. You know, there's nothing else there. You know, you're stuck on that in that prison system. You know, which I actually think part 3 had there was a lot more deeper elements into it to me. Oh, I'm on the bottom and I'm catching these bastards. So because it was the first time you saw Ripley like really vulnerable in a lot of ways, right? Because in part two, it was, or part one and part two, she was the hero, you know, and she was never really like vulnerable, you know, like even when like, because she liked Hicks, obviously she probably would have banged him, but he died. Oh, okay, Rich. Well, to answer your question, Rich, it's because in the future, 8 Marines are fucking like a platoon. They're like having 30 people because of the gear, the armor they're wearing, because of the weaponry they had, because of the knowledge they had of the universe. 8 Marines was like a fucking platoon of people because of all that gear and all that technology. You gotta think, in the future, you know, and even now, as technology progresses, you need less and less and less people to do certain things because of the gear and items and vehicles and everything else that you have, right? You don't need as big as a force to take over a fucking city if the technology you have. Like, if they create a tank that nothing can fucking destroy and they can shoot everything, well, you only need one tank from then on, right? For each city. Instead of having, you know, 3 or 4 to take down a city just in case some of them get knocked out, right? And it's the same thing in the future. You know, the better armor, the better weapons, the less people you're going to fucking need for that. Plus, they didn't know what the fuck they were running into. They figured they'd run into something smaller. You know, the amount of aliens on that planet were... let me think. I'm going to have to say... How many colonists did they say there were? There's hundreds of colonists on that planet. I don't think they give a specific number, but there were hundreds. So you got to think aliens are manipulating off of the humans. So there's got to be at least hundreds of aliens, right? Versus the Marines. And they weren't expecting that kind of force. Because even in real life, Marines are the first ones on the ground and to jump in and try and start taking ground for everybody else. You know, and the Navy and the Air Force ground pound before they get in there, but it's still the same difference. You're trying to establish property almost in a way, right? So that would a small force on a place that's already inhabited by humans, like the Weyland Yutani buildings, you know, that would be more than enough in the future, I would think. Yeah, but they didn't lose a colony. Rich, they just lost communication with them, right? They had no clue what was going on. They just set the military down to make sure everything was okay. For all they knew, they were going to show up and there was going to be some guy messing with the radio going, "Oh, I fucking broke it. I'm sorry. It'll be fixed in 3 hours." Like, they didn't know. You know, you don't send an entire army, you know, somewhere just because of a communication loss. You know, I mean, in the future, you would think that they wouldn't even land on the planet. They would show up in like 500 light years away, because that would be like the proximity probably in the future where you could still talk to people, and they would hail them and say, "Hey, can you guys hear us? We lost communications with you. Is everything okay?" And there would be some kind of like backup emergency channel or something like that. And if they didn't answer on the backup emergency channel, that's when they would fucking be like, "Okay, well, we need to send down a small force to investigate what's going on." Because you even do that nowadays. You don't send a whole fucking platoon to investigate something small like that. You send in a small squad because if there is an overwhelming force, you want to lose as many people as possible, or you want to lose as few as people as possible. Wow. You want to lose as many people as anyway. You want to lose as few as people as possible, so you send a small force first. And that's pretty much what they did, but they, you know, but it's a movie, right? So they spent a small force in there, and then they fucking realized that they were way overwhelmed, way beyond their capabilities. And normally they would just get the fuck out of there and then get reinforcements, right? Which is what they did try to do in the movie. They tried to get in their vehicles and go back to the plane and get the fuck out of there. They tried to evacuate after they got their asses kicked by the aliens the first fucking time down in there. But an alien got on the plane and killed the pilot and the co-pilot, right? So now what are they doing? Now after that, it's survival, because that's how it is in real life too. If shit goes AWOL like that or FUBAR, you have to survive. And there's usually a backup rendezvous point, or emergency rendezvous point when shit like that happens. So with those concepts in mind, if that's all you see, and you got a point, right? So you, like, Rich, you have a point to the point of they had this big fucking ship with them, right? And there's only that small fleet, because I'm not talking about the small fleet or the small ship that they used to get down there. I'm talking about the big fucking spaceship that they used to get to the planet in the first fucking place. You would think that giant ship would have more people on it than they had on it. Now, granted, like I said before, it's the future. You probably don't need a lot of people to fucking even pilot a ship that size. Like, you could probably have one person just fucking, like, think about things and it'll fucking run it, you know? So, but still, you think there would have been another platoon or two on that ship as well with them. That way, when that first platoon went down, if there was a fucking problem, that they could have backed them up and got them the fuck out of there or something like that. You know, I'm not saying there should have been a giant army on that ship, but there definitely should have been more people. But then again, it's a fucking movie. And guess what you do in a movie? You try to make things as dramatic as possible, especially in a horror movie. And that's exactly what he did. He fucking made it to that point where you only had so many people and there was no backup. And that's what made it so, like, also cringeworthy. It was like, oh my God, these guys are fucked. There's nobody else on the ship back there to save them, and it's just them. Now, it's kind of weird too if you think about it. Like, why would you take such a giant ship like that spaceship, the main spaceship, and give it to fucking 12 people and say, here you go? Do you really? I mean, I guess in the future you have 1,000 of those ships, because otherwise you wouldn't do that, right? Because you don't take a fucking $17 billion trillion spaceship and give it to 8 people and say, here, go on this mission. No, you don't do that. You know, even in real life, you wouldn't fucking do that unless they were a dime a dozen. Then you say, yeah, here you go, take this. We don't give a fuck. You know, it's protocol. It's for, you know, one squad of people can take this and it's no big deal. You know, so that it's like a, you know, give and take. You got to think about, you know, when it comes to that. So, but Alien 3, but Alien 3, like I was saying, she was very, very vulnerable, because not only was she really alone, because nobody else she knew before had lived through anything, she was in a prison full of fucking prisoners, who some were rapists and things like that, you know, murderers, you know, like extremely vulnerable. Not only that, but now she's got the fucking alien to contend with as well, right? So she's got aliens to contend with. She's got fucking murderers to contend with. She's got rapists to contend with. It was the first time that she had humans against her. And no, the fucking robot going crazy on the first one does not count. And he didn't really go crazy. He was just following protocol from Weyland-Yutani, telling him to fucking execute everybody pretty much, to make sure that the aliens survived to get back to them. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really great concept. Now, Adam, you're talking about a screenplay. I never got to see the original, but I've heard about it. I still think that the total scope of Alien 3, I think it was very well done. The reason the thing that fucking killed that movie for me was the CGI for the alien. Like, why in the fuck would you take something that you've done for 2 entire movies and done so well with, and you're using suits and stuff, and it made it look so real, and then fuck it up by doing CGI, period. Why did they do CGI? Because they were making this thing run across ceilings and doing all kinds of crazy shit, and they took the fucking easy way out, is what they did. And it's so bad. This was back when CGI first came out, and it was just so abysmal. Like, the CGI in that movie for the alien was so bad. Now, it was mixed, right? There was parts where it was a suit and it looked real and all that kind of shit. But a lot of it was CGI, man. And it was so hard to get past that for me. Like, I was like, oh my God, dude. Like, seriously? Like, you're going to CGI this fucking guy? I was like, come on, dude. Like, fucking grow a pair and do it right the first fucking time. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, but that movie, it was a more in-depth to learn about how an alien worked. You know, because then they started comparing it to like a lion, and it's like a lion. It has a den and it keeps it close to the prey, and da 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 da, and it was eating the guys and stuff like that. And I want to see something real quick. Yeah, so the director on part 3 was David Fisher, right? So you're talking about a completely different person. So all 3 aliens were completely different people. And like I said, I don't count part 4. Part 4 does not exist in my mind because part 4 was the most abysmal piece of fucking Judy. Dude, I can't even imagine why you would think that making that movie was okay. You know, like, oh God, I hate it. I fucking hate it. It's an eyesore in the Aliens trilogy. I mean, that's for sure. Now, as far as I heard, James Cameron is going to be doing another one. And it's supposed to take place between Aliens and Alien 3. It's supposed to be a sequel to Aliens, pretty much. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Really, really looking forward to, because I think James Cameron did an amazing job on Aliens. Just fucking everything was perfect in that movie. Other than like the stuff that I talked about earlier. I mean, like the suspense and the jokes and the characters and, you know, the writing. I mean, everything was like really, really good. So I really want to see where he takes that movie. If he is doing a sequel to Aliens, and he's pretty much pushing Alien 3 out of the way and saying you never existed. Which it's sad, because I think Alien 3 is actually a very good movie, except for the CGI. If it wasn't for the CGI, that movie would have done way better. But I mean, I saw all these movies in the theater, except for Alien, because I wasn't old enough. But I've seen Aliens and Alien 3 in theater. I even saw Alien Resurrection in movie theater, and that, God, I left that movie so fucking angry and upset. Yeah. And then there's the prequels. Prometheus. Let's explain how the alien even came to exist in the first place. Okay. I'll ride this ride. Why? I'm an Aliens fan. Why not? Let's see where it came from. Because by the Prometheus accounts, and it tells you in the first fucking movie, automatically, aliens are literally created by alien species as a war, as like a bio war weapon. You know, bioweapon is what it is, right? So I was like, okay, so aliens aren't actually isn't some creature that just lived on a planet and they just happened to pick it up and take it somewhere else, or it wasn't on LV-426 in the first fucking place, and we just happened to land on their fucking hive or something. No. It's a genetically engineered bioweapon by some aliens, futuristic aliens, which it's funny because the aliens in the Prometheus movie, not the alien like that one, but the tall, white, super built guys, you can tell that they are there's a couple things to think about, right? So either they are genetically modified to be the way they are by themselves, so that's why they all looked identical, because like the guy that kills himself in the beginning plus the guy you see later, and then you guys you see in the videos later in the movie, they all look exactly the same. They're all huge, tall guys. They're all built the same way. And their facial, they look exactly the same way. Or they are clones, right? They're the military of their species, so that they've been cloned to look exactly the same. Kind of like in Star Wars with Boba Fett, how they cloned him over and over and over for the Clone Wars. It kind of goes the same with the Alien Prometheus movie with those guys. That's what that's what I'm leaning toward, is that all those guys are actually just clones for the military of that species, and that they were there to do that job, to create that bioweapon, and they fucked up. But see, here's the thing that kills me too in Prometheus, is that there's that one part. All right, Tosh, man, you have a good night, man. I know you're Irish, so you have a good night. So with Yeah, what kills me is that in part of the video they show, the 3D one where he's running through the tunnels and they're watching the video while they're following it, is the one guy is killed in the tunnel, but there's no trace or sign of whatever killed that guy in the tunnel. So whatever had manifested and became a living thing that killed them never shows itself in Prometheus. And that really bugged me because, yes, later in the movie, one does come alive and kill them while they're in that room, but it is obviously not what the fuck killed that one guy. Because if you look at the one guy, when he he's running and stuff, he's looking up. They're already like fucking 6'5" or 7 foot beings. So whatever the fuck it was huge. It was absolutely gigantic, whatever it was. And then he falls down on the ground and it kills him. But why isn't there any, like, when they were walking through the tunnels, why weren't there like giant crazy looking footprints or big scratch marks on the wall or just something to kind of give you an idea of what the fuck this thing was or could have been or something, and you don't even see it in the entire movie. And it's like, what the fuck? I just disappeared for no reason. Where it crawled out of the crater, of the hole in the ground where they were at, and then it walked out on the planet and just kind of walked around and did whatever the fuck it left. Like, no, man, that's bullshit. They really should have shown something. I didn't like that at all. But otherwise, I thought the movie was decent. I thought they did a good job on some parts of it about, like it's a bio weapon and it was created by these guys, and it's a sort of believable idea that aliens had created an alien species had created the aliens through biomechanical or biology means, because that would be the perfect weapon in the future, is to set something on another species where you drop these canisters of goo and it grows into animals and it just kills everything in sight. Because especially if you're able to genetically modify whatever the fuck it is so that it grows fast, it heals fast, it lives longer, it lives long, but what is up, Daniel? Welcome to the stream, guys. Sorry for being so late. Again, I didn't get on till later tonight, so oh man, I really lost my train of thought on that one. Oh yeah, so it just kind of irked me in that way. Now the ending I thought was really, really great. How the sort of looking face hugger thing got the big guy, and then it split him open, and then it shows like this being it doesn't look anything like an alien, but it does in a way, because it's got the elongated head and stuff. I'm glad they did it that way, because for it to come out and look like an alien already would just be fucking stupid, right? Because it's a trilogy sequel or prequel trilogy. That's what it's supposed to be. The only thing that sucks about the prequel idea about it is that sorry to hear that, Daniel. The only thing about the prequels that sucked was that it seemed more futuristic than the original Alien and Aliens, right? So if you watch Prometheus, it's just like I said, it looks way more futuristic than those two movies, and they really should have done that. They really should have dumbed it down so that the technology looked like it was at least at par with Alien and Aliens or lower, right? Because why would you make something that's supposed to be prior to those movies, that's before their time, seem like it has way better fucking technology in it? That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? And granted, Aliens didn't do a very good job at that either. Even though Aliens has room to say they could, because guess what? Alien was 57 years earlier than Aliens, right? In the scope of things, in the timeline. Bought a trip to Oregon and screen wouldn't load. Had to leave. Well, Daniel, if stuff like that happens to you, just Control Alt Delete and then end the task in the game. Shut it down through the tasker, and then come back in the game, and you should be right back where you were. You don't have to leave. Yeah, you don't have to leave, man. You could just shut the game down completely, restart it, and it usually fixes itself, man. That sucks that you did it that way. I'm not sure where to go. Level 17 money making. Level 17. If you can go to Narrow River, well, actually, if you want to make money, you need to go to New York to Emerald Lake and catch walleye. That's the best money for your bang for your buck, man. If you can go to if you can go there, I'm pretty sure you can though. But yeah, but after Prometheus was supposed to be Paradise, and they changed it. It was gonna be called Paradise, and they changed it to the new one. I can't remember what the fucking name was off the top of my head. I have to go look it up. But because part 2, the original idea was that she was gonna go to the planet where the aliens came from, the alien human species came from, and go and find out what the fuck, why they did what they did, and blah 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 blah. But they changed the name to something else, so it seems like they're changing the direction of the sequels a little bit. Well, just eat it, you fuck. Again, Daniel, just go to New York, man. Emerald Lake. Get a 1/4 ounce purple spoon, narrow spoon, a 1/4 ounce black narrow spoon, and a purple worm, and a jig head for it, and use those. Get a 1/2 ounce medium tiger spoon too while you're at it. What's up, Madwire? Welcome to the stream. You've probably been here a minute. I just saw you. Yeah, H.R. Geiger's lucky I wasn't his friend, because when he died, I would have ran over there and I would have grabbed every painting I could. I would have grabbed every fucking painting in his house and taken it home. I don't even think he had kids. I don't think he had kids or anything like that. That's crazy. But some great stuff came out of it, man. It's pretty awesome. I'm just I don't know, man. Like, I tell myself sometimes that I wish I was born back in the medieval times, because I would have died in battle, or I'd be killing people or something. Like, it would feel more meaningful of a life. But at the same time, I'm glad I'm living what I'm living now, because it's kind of like the trifecta of life right now. Adam, holy fuck, unpre-order Eurofishing. Get rid of it. Pre-order Eurofishing. It is broken. It is garbage. It is terrible. I have it on PC. It is fucking terrible. Get your money back. Pre-purchase it now. I guarantee you're gonna be fucking pissed if you play that game, dude. It is terrible. It was okay at one point, but now it's broken as fuck. Like, it's bad, dude. Yeah, Eurofishing is just a big old pile of dog shit now, man. At one time, it was okay. The only thing that sucked about it is the drag system didn't really work at all, and that you could reel infinitely no matter what was going on, right? But now you can't reel unless you're gaining line, and the drag system's still fucking broken that game. And now there's auto netting. It used to have to manually net your own fish. Now there's auto netting. And now you have to wait till the fish tires before you can actually net it. Whereas before, you used to be able to get it in close and then net it manually without it having to be tired because you were netting it like in real life.
Matoma and more.
God, it's just, that game is fucked. That game is so fucked now. They fucked that game so hard, and they haven't even fixed it. Like, the last time, like, a lot of us, like, including myself, we were very vocal on the fucking forums for them and explained, like, what was fucked up, what was good, what they needed to change, you know, and they just literally just didn't listen. And what they did is they strived to make them a game more arcadey because they were putting it on console. They're putting it on Xbox, they're putting it on PS4, and they just wanted to make some fucking money. It's a cash grab right now. Trust me, man. Watch some videos, dude. Watch some Eurofishing videos. So I'm telling you, man, watch some real people playing that shit. You'll be like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, it's cool that you could put down a peg, put down 3 rods, right? And then catch fish on bottom, and your pegs are going crazy while you're reeling in a fish, and your buddies can see you fishing, and you can see each other's fish when you reel it in, and it's a pretty game and all that, but that game is broken as fuck. It is bad, dude. Get this, you can literally use the line and reel and rod you started the game with and beat the game with it. You can catch everything with that rod and reel. You never have to update it. The one thing you need to update in that game is your hook size and your bait size. That's it. That's all you got to fucking do. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. I mean, it's... God, that game is so busted. It just pisses me off even thinking about the fact that I spent money on that, and that at one time it was okay, and now it's just fucking abysmal. That game had a lot of fucking promise, and they just fucking threw it away. How in the fuck do you create a fishing game, but you cannot program a drag and reel system properly? Like, who the fuck goes, hey man, do you know how to make a fucking fishing game? Not really. You want to make one anyway? Well, yeah, let's fucking do it. And then just fuck it all up, man. Oh, God. Like, why? Why would you do that? I was even saying on the forum, like, dude, Nintendo had fishing games that had better drag and reel systems than you do. And this is fucking 2017, you jerks. I mean, even the fish, when you catch a fish in that game, dude, it's like, it looks like it's on rails. Like, you know, you go on a roller coaster and you watch the roller coaster go in a certain way and it's all stiff and it's not, there's no fluidity to it. There's no, like, naturally. That's how fish are in that game when you catch them. They juke to the left and they juke to the right and then they stop. And then they juke to the left and they stop. And then they juke to the right and they stop. It looks like it's on fucking rail system. Like it's stuck on a rail and it can't fucking move on its own and be fluid and natural feeling. There's so much wrong with that fucking game, man. And I guess I'm just salty because I fucking own it. Like, I'll tell you what, Adam. If you can't have this game and Eurofishing's out there, I hate to say this, but buy the latest fishing game that came out, and I do believe it was Rapala Fishing, was the last actual fishing game that came out. It's a little arcadey, but it's got big lakes, it's got tournaments, you drive a boat around, all that good shit. That will be 1,000 times better to buy that than it will be to buy Eurofishing. All right? I guarantee you. Now, it sucks that Rapala game doesn't have multiplayer, otherwise I would have bought it by now, but yeah, trust me, it'll be way, way, way better buy than fucking Eurofishing. Eurofishing is a garbage piece of shit, and it deserves to be in the dumpster where it belongs. Ooh, thank you very much, sir. All right, Adam. I saw what you said, man. I'm just, hands down, go get that Rapala fishing game that came out last then. That last one that came out. That's your best bet for a good fishing game. If you can't play this, then don't ever fucking touch Eurofishing. Go unpre-order that shit right now, dude. Go unpre-order it right now. Wait till they fix that game first. Wait till they fix that game. If they ever fix that game. That is not worth your fucking money, man. I wasted my money on it. Don't waste yours. Not only that, let me also add to that. Eurofishing, I was max level, and I had all the fucking, I had some of the biggest rod and reel and line you could get in the game. I had all this great shit. I played my ass off on that game back before they fucked it up really bad. And one day, I swapped my hard drives, right? I got a solid state drive. Woo, I'm upgraded. Wow, I'm awesome, right? Upgraded my solid state drive. I download all my games on Steam. I go on to Eurofishing, and guess what? My account's gone. No more. Back to level 1 again. I fucking emailed them about it and shit, and they said, "Oh, well, is your Steam cloud up there?" I was like, "What the fuck does that have to do with my account, dude? You guys should be saving the account on your server. It shouldn't be up on a cloud. You guys should be having that shit on your server. It should be server side. It shouldn't be on my side. Why the fuck would you do that?" And yep, so I lost my character. I lost all my shit. That fucking infuriated me even farther. Yeah, man. It's bullshit. So, yeah, man, I just can't wait till this game has large lakes and boats, man. That's going to make this game infinitely better. Yeah, I mean this game is it's pretty good, dude. Like I said, the mechanics are there. The drag's awesome. The line and wheel system's awesome. The fighting the fish is pretty good. Um, the fish are the only problem with the game is that you have to fish in specific places to catch fish. Instead of there being fish in the water already swimming around and you just happen to come across one and he bites your lure, that's not how the game is. The game is all RNG based, which is random number generated. So when you throw your lure in the water, it's like pulling a slot machine handle, and you got to hope that it hits properly to get the right things. Now there's percentage of strike chance and all this other shit too. So the fish doesn't show up in the water until after your bait's in the water and yada yada. So if they ever fix that and they do the big lakes and all that stuff, the game is going to get insanely better. But it's run by a Russian company as far as I know. So that's probably not going to happen. They're probably going to nickel and dime this and try and make as little changes as they possibly have to and make money off of it. But technically this is an MMO, so they really need to keep continuously updating it, because no MMO will ever live if it doesn't get continuously updated. What's up, Avenger? Welcome to the stream. Man, oh man. Whew. Long day already. Been a long day. Holy shit. Oh my god. Don't forget to follow, guys, if you haven't already followed. Follow. More followers, the better. And let your friends know I'm here all week. Oh, I'm stupid. Well, it's already pretty late. I think I'm going to end the stream here in a minute. As always, like, subscribe, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, from now on, since I'm level 40 now, just gonna be trying to get the money up so I can buy my $100,000 keep net. And then after that, it's gonna be me just trying to catch the biggest fish I possibly can of each species. So I think I'll label tomorrow to be labeled trying for that $100,000 keep net, and then once I get that, then I'll start labeling it to where I'm trying to catch the biggest fish of each species that I possibly can. And tournaments too. I definitely still do doing tournaments. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm gonna be doing now. Now that I'm max level, and obviously I'll be try to upgrade my gear to the best gear in the game. Best, the very last reel, the very last rod you can get, and all that kind of shit. I also got to buy 2 more sets of spinning rods and reels because in the future they are going to be bringing in multiple rod use for bait fishing, so I'm going to have to buy more of those as well. So yeah. So I'm probably just gonna cut it off here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably be playing all day. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.